Sentinels gets a great spot for the moment. They have a walk-in, as several teams are right here. They do have these pins. They do have this little trophy or statue to play behind. Right on the crafter. Gets it down on Lugenta.
Fun. Locked in on this corner. It's going to survive the elimination of Team Darkspire, but GK start looking at this fight. Another res going to come out from Noct as GK focus on a mix of offenses, defense. They need to be a full 3. Nice Guys still quietly surviving in a fantastic spot. But Nocturnal, down to just the crypto, is going to need to pull off the play of his life to survive against a Huss who are on a roll.
He's trying to re-pull out that drone. They haven't found him just yet, but there's Seer in the game. There is no secret hiding spot for that player. Sentinels lost one player. Blaker trying to stay alive for the moment against GK, and they fall.
Gonna get taken out. Solo for Nice Guys. Nocturnal still up, but focus down. He will be taken out. Sentinels and Nice Guys gone. And it looks like with Jelly swinging on floating, we have got a hungry Huss in the lobby. The swing from Jelly comes in again, but it's into the L-Star from floating, who finds 2 knocks and turns things around. GK Esports may just be able to do it, and indeed, they repeat a win with Huss. How the hell did SSS reset in that position and take another fight as well? GK and JD falling to an SSS who moments ago were on the brink of death, and now it's Dinos versus Huss, and another reset for SSS gonna come in while this fight goes down. The L-Star in the hands of Jelly. We've seen the L-Star turn fights before. Last time Floating had it, and it shut Huss down. Can Jelly do the same?
Jelly takes out the Seer ult. Actually, once more comes out. SSS gets the full reset right now. They're just making sure to hold space, but a dupe hits a Skynade. DJ goes down.
Is it too much? Look, SSS are wrapping on this. Huss have called it. They know that the third party could happen. It could end up sandwiching them. And SSS, biding their time on the low ground, are also buying time for Dinos. Jelly doesn't know what to do. Does he commit forward? Does he play defense with the team?
Trying to deny to get wrapped is the right play for the moment, as Dupe might have gotten it down, but actually Dinos is in for quite some time. It's going to come down to a 3v3 up top, but if they can push any of the teams down, they should be able to win this.
Huss want to fight. Jelly wants to fight. He's got the L-Star. He knows he's strong, and they know most of all that Dinos have to move. SSS are playing passively, letting this happen. They know that Dinos are doomed, and Dinos know they're doomed as well. Committing onto the low ground, committing onto SSS, who will turn the fight around, finding the 3v3 and letting Huss walk in with the L-Star again in the hands, this time of Jelly. Huss will find their win.
Dinos opts to play for second instead, but still lose out on it.
And it's in the comms at the end to break it down. We lose out on Huss. They needed to hug the building per their comms. Brain rotting followed them, and into the top 3 we go. Dinos, Ninjas in Pajamas, and Head Glitch, but Dinos are on the come up.
And NIP have so much space. Will Dinos be able to rat them out? Will they be able to make a crazy play, or will it be NIP with another crazy swing that took out Huss like this? And now they take out DJ. The first member of Dinos is down. Head Glitch are waiting. Head Glitch have just 2 members left.
Head Glitch have 6 kills.
Last full team is NIP. They should be able to win this game, and especially with J Future dying here. But Riley drops down. It's 3 members left for NIP, but all blinking low health bars, and Riley tries to take a 1v3. The beam's too good from NIP. January's 1 HP. Who comes out on top of this 1v1?
You pop a shield back. Cole climbs up. The Prowlers there, and Head Glitch are able to survive.
The commit from NIP, honorable but deadly. I don't know how they're dominating this lobby right now. And it is not in terms of the kills. It is in terms of the attitude. Picking up these 2 against all odds. Finally, everyone else has had enough of it. They say this is way too much that you're getting away with, and Sentinels fall. It is just as Head Glitch take priority over the rotation out of this building, and 5-Star get caught by the Maggie Ball, the Sparrow ult. The abilities are too much to deal with, and though Head Glitch lose January, 5-Star lose everything.
Brainrod has God spot for the moment as Headglitch is walking their way in from the north side. Gonna have to fight Vex Gaming right in front of them as Worldwide also takes a peek.
Extending over there. Mello's gonna clean up the fight. And it looks like we'll have Worldwide be able to finish off Headglitch if they commit. The rat from Dinos well pointed out. DJ saving his team a lot of placement points. Mello likely gonna get eliminated here, but he has dealt a death blow to Worldwide, letting Brain Rotting wrap around the entire fight and likely go ahead and take their fight with Worldwide. That they should win. They've got a numbers advantage. Brain Rotting in a 3v1v1 right now. Vaxlon made it all the way to third, but he's not hidden, and Dinos are gonna clutch second as Brain Rotting have set themselves up for a clean first place finish.
Comes down to the last rat player. Well played from DJ, securing that second placement, and he is dancing about the dance of death as Brain Rotting secures the win, coming in late with the zone knowledge.
Good comms, good try from Headglitch, but Falcons on the low ground. Falcons trying to make a move with Hal on Wraith, Sentinels in the building, Dinos on the bridge with 5-star, and that is the lay of the land. Into the top 4 we go. And back up, Fun to meet his chow.
As long as Sentinel can deny anybody from playing behind their building, essentially, it's gonna come down to which team gets exposed first. 5-star Falcons are the two people that have each other in their crosshairs for the moment, trying to see who needs to leave their spot, as Falcons is desperately trying to get up that cliff with that TP, as we see repeatedly, but Sentinels keep denying them that spot. It's gonna come down to Dinos and Sentinels for sure, I think.
And this is tough, right? Because Dinos have a brilliant angle onto the Falcons. So even if you want to chow up towards Sentinels, you can only do so much because you have just a morsel of coverage down there. Sentinels have pushed outside of the building, and Dinos, being able to get on top of this train cart with the height, have the most freedom to try and make something happen.
As long as Falcons can hold out Dinos, something could happen right now, as 5-star is getting absolutely pinched as well. Nice EP from Hal. But can he take them out of the equation? Dinos is going to have to drop sooner than later, as Sentinels already owns pretty much majority of the zone.
And we still have to walk up, controlling the cross. Guild is down, Timmy no shields, and Hal behind the barrel into the void. You have to take the guy out behind the knockdown, and Hal with the chow misses just one, and 5-star has been eliminated because Timmy's there for the end. Can we pick up Hal in this moment, or do we get sent by the Dinos?
Dinos hope for the second placement and kills. Comes down to Sentinels in the last 3v3.
Sentinels have been here since the start of the time, and triple take to the face, and your land champions from Sapporo grab a match win.
Headglitch so much kills them. The hesitation on the play, the attention from multiple squads, but they are denied their chance at a first place spot. But with Dinos down, with Headglitch down, GK can take it, and they'll certainly take Darkspire on the way. 4 teams left. GK already such a staple of the ALGS, the individual members around for so long. But if they take this win, they will be huge in Split 2. That is a big knock from Noct. And in comes GK. Prowler in the hands of Floating to tear through Worldwide. GK stand on top. They've got Huss on a balloon trying to dance on top of him with Brain Rotting underneath. GK can win this. The Rampage again comes out, and Floating is going to drop down. Floating is hungry for the win. He looks for it going through the bubble. Prowler comes out. Prowler needs to be reloaded, but GK have not lost him ever. Huss are down, and in the pantheon of ALGS Split 2, GK Esports will carve their name.
Oh my god. We didn't get to see the absolute perfect POV of those nades, but the sky nades, I believe they hit like...
Top's got the chance to find a respawn. We'll see if they actually do. GEI having to make their way really far into the center of this zone. High ground is going to be nice for teams like Team Eclipse and BPR, who actually have a bit of cover in the building. Made in Heaven, not even having cover now, get taken out, and GEI just have to tank through the damage of squads that want to take their position, but are unable to through the caustic gas.
Fighting for the bridge right now is definitely not a safe spot, as you can get absolutely crossfired in there by the two teams on the opposite side of things. DN right now sitting in that building are forced to move, not just yet, but they are holding on for the moment. As we see a wall come out as well from other teams. Yep, big wall in the middle of the zone right now. That's pretty much where the zone is ending.
Team Eclipse could be a big win for them to start off the day. With top going down, it's never been better for them. BPR though, they've got a chance to make things work. I don't. Fish gets pulled down to low ground. That cooks their game, maybe. Missing out on a big ultimate. As Nyx bides his time to drop down. Bongo gonna do the same, waiting until the last second to drop down onto a full 3-man of Team Eclipse. They're gonna try and pass them up as Koost drops to find the knock. DN will fall, looking for Bongo now. Team Eclipse managed to survive, and as you say, last 3v3 coming down to D4C, coming down to Team Eclipse, who have the nades through the wall, in through the wall. We'll get a commit as Team Eclipse fry him as they come through. It looks like D4C just gets chewed through as the Pharaoh Fluid slows him, and Team Eclipse clean it up.
We see a Moby here from Elonzi as well. If a team makes a play on that, things could change things up. But if not, if Zipline Mafia gets this full reset right here, they should close this game out because the zone ends right underneath their high ground.
Mamma Mia are distracted, so even as they see this, it's too late to interrupt the reset. Zipline Mafia get this just in the nick of time off of picking up the death boxes. Mamma Mia are not in position to punish. Zipline Mafia are not a duo anymore, and Zipline Mafia have one of the best spots in the game and one of the best legends to loop back up with.
It's gonna be tough here indeed, but DN and Mamma Mia has to decide, are we gonna play for second with KP, or are we trying to hope to force other teams into them? Zipline Mafia got their eyes right now on Mamma Mia. Nothing has to be made just yet, but in a couple of seconds, Mamma Mia will not be safe behind that pillar.
DN have Newcastle, and Elonzi is going to dictate a lot about this game with the riot drill. Right now he's focused on Mamma Mia, but it's DN that actually wrapped behind Mamma Mia, forcing the fight on the low ground, and Zipline Mafia get to watch and celebrate, knowing that this game is likely going to them are on the high ground. As XQ's deciding who exactly he should kill first, but the reality is that with Zipline Mafia having the choice of things, it is looking like a Zipline Mafia win in game number 2. XQ's gonna take his time, but as the zone pushes them in, WeQ is gonna have to drop down as well. The Alter Fragger drops for Zipline Mafia, but the rest of the team is there to back him up as Zipline Mafia take game 2. Gonna have to move up, find some way through the bridge as 3 men have already found their way. Wraith Portal, maybe having been enough for 3 men, but DN are getting choked out by the zone. Up goes the evac tower, and it looks like with the catalyst wall going up, it'll be an isolated fight for Bandits as they're the ones that get sent by 3 men.
I was curious when they were going to make their appearance, and they go this route. They still have to focus on Zipline Mafia so they don't come on over. Now that the Dark Veil is down and out, Kinda with the P20s trying to cover the mid-distance.
Where's the first knock?
With the slide, Alonzi, the double, Kinda's still up.
Kinda's crazy.
Pandas are holding.
In the 1v2 swing, Kinda's at least able to equalize, and Light now gets to play the knockdown shields. This fight is far from decided, but Light really wants to finish things off, closing the distance, trying to find the knock. Zipline Mafia on 1 HP, and Light knows he has the advantage, but he's got to reload!
You can do it. They fire through it. Wait, no. I think the health
Light's 1
advantage
HP.
goes to Zipline Mafia. I think the health advantage goes to WeQ. We're slowly going back up. The challenge is there. Bandits fall, Aurora as well, but Zipline Mafia should be able to stabilize on the high ground. We don't have a lot of time though, but look at low. Top is still down there. 3 men do live.
Resets going off on the top side as well, with 3 men on the bottom floor fighting. WeQ is going to be the one to drop down. He gets eviscerated by 3 men, but a fantastic second place performance for Zipline Mafia and a well-played victory.
Bandit just making sure to focus anybody not trying to involve the fighting on top of them. As nades comes through by Zipline Mafia, owning 50% of the zone essentially. Down comes in.
Henchman's down. Zipline Mafia not going to get too aggressive on this. They don't want to open themselves up to a third party from GEI. Ben wounded, but healing right now. His henchman is going to get off the ground. All these teams drawing blood, but nobody quite able to finish things off here in War Camp. Who will end up running it in our first War Camp zone? It looks like GEI on the high ground have some of the best angles, especially onto bandits, shooting straight through the building.
Everybody's trying to do something to bandits, but it works out in GEI's favor as they actually control the absolute high ground right now. Zipline Mafia gets pinched in the front of the building. Ben in the back of the building right now. Bandit is gonna have to come out at some point, but GEI drops early for some more KP.
Insane's got to be really careful. He's very immobile on the Watson. Could easily be taken down, but he tries to fence off this porch. Will it belong to GEI? Will it belong to Bandits? Those are the two teams it looks like it's coming down to as Zipline struggles to survive. Light Negative rotates through the zone and kills himself. GEI get to walk into an end game that was custom made for them, and Zipline Mafia stand no chance. GEI dominate War Camp.
If there's any team that can survive the onslaught of all the maggots and everything, as we saw yesterday, even in our Americas region from AGG, Zipline Mafia definitely has the upper hand there with their comp to survive anything with that Gibby Newcastle.
Light still going, and Zipline Mafia fresh off of Valkyl, getting the scans, getting information of where they want to be. Drop down on Maiden Heaven's building. And it's all about opening it up. Do we find that angle with a hip fire from the alternator onto Nags? No, instead Excuse gets shredded from afar. Glacier eliminated, but Shadows of 9 come out of the building long enough to grab a knock on a Zip.
How does Excuse die? I don't know, but Light is still alive on this Maggie. He's been fighting for dear life, clawing at everything to move them up that leaderboard, and he's currently sitting second spot.
Is he gonna ball them? Okay, we right drill to the left. They've got the redeploy. He hits the ball straight onto them. Hello? We're just one-man armying the lobby to cause an absolute ruckus. You grab more kills.
Oh!
Hello?
He plays the enemy Raves portal, but can't quite survive. Playing for extra KP and gets that placement as well.
Bandits out. It's Blessed. Blessed holding steady. Blessed win the thermal zone.
Blessed might have won that match, but the one that I would... Mamma mia on height indeed, but Aurora owns majority of this zone. If they have to drop off of height, they're gonna land onto several teams, as we can see right there. Zipline Mafia, for fun. Team above them as well, Ben. Aurora seems to get teleported on. Are they gonna be able to hold this out?
Flanked right now. DN are focusing Aurora. Ben are focusing Aurora. Everyone is focusing Aurora, and they can't take it with a Gibby bubble already down. It's just Effect, the Rat King from yesterday, takes to the sky with 5 teams left. He will fall to Zipline Mafia, who claim the kill and certainly seal themselves in first place on the day. Now, can they make first place in the final game?
Zipline Mafia plays on the other side of the slope of For Fun Esports right now. Have eyes on all teams remaining. Looking to close out this game. Comes down to the last 3v3.
Top 2. Zipline Mafia, they've run the day, but For Fun need the kills. For Fun needs something to prove that this squad will work. Zipline Mafia against all odds have been doing it, and with For Fun not able to look down, it'll be Kaisha that rockets in from the sky. Zipline Mafia take the 3v3. WeQ the last one standing, and he's gonna clutch it for Zipline Mafia, shutting For Fun down one final time.